Dear students, let us see this example. Example number 6 given in your NCERT book. The example is saying divide the polynomial px by polynomial gx, where polynomial px is x plus 3x square minus 1 and the divisor gx is 1 plus x. What we are observing is that they are not written in their standard form. First, we'll convert them into standard form. So px when written in standard form will be 3x square, the highest degree term first, then the lower x, and then minus 1. And gx can be written as x plus 1. That is what we have written it is in standard form. Right? Now we start dividing it. So when we are dividing it, we have to write divisor in the divisor part x plus 1. Dividend will be 3x square plus x minus 1. That was our first step, writing them in the standard form. Then I told you we have to repeatedly use the same step, highest degree term divided by the highest degree term. So in the rough work, what we do is 3x square divided by x. What we get is 3x. So this 3x is the first term of the quotient. The first term of the quotient. Now we multiply this 3x with the whole of the divisor x plus 1. 3x into x, 3x square. 3x into positive 1, 3x. What we have to do is subtract them. So we change the signs. Next what we are going to do is cancel 3x square. X minus 3x will be minus 2x. Minus 1 copied down. We repeat the same step, highest degree term upon highest degree term, minus 2x divided by x gives us minus 2. So the next term in the quotient should be minus 2. We multiply with this minus 2x, we get minus 2x. We multiply with this minus 2, positive 1, we get minus 2. We have to change the signs. Positive, positive again. Cancel it out. Plus 2 minus 1 is 1. So that is our remainder. Can we check it using remainder theorem? Yes, we can. How? Let us do it over here. What we have is x plus 1. Find it 0. X should be minus 1. So we have to find polynomial's value at x equals minus 1. Put x as minus 1 in 3x square plus x minus 1. What we get is 3 minus 1 minus 1. That's 1. The same remainder we have got over here. So what is our quotient? Because we were asked to divide, we have to write the quotient. Quotient is 3x minus 2. What is the remainder? The remainder is 1. Right? So that makes our division complete. Dear students, example number 7 is divide the polynomial 3x raised to power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. First we observe, are they written in the standard form? The powers are in the decreasing order. That means we can start them dividing directly. That means we write the divisor, we write the dividend. Right? Next step is forming the table. 3x raised to power 4 divided by x. Highest degree term upon highest degree term in the rough. 3x raised to power 4 upon x gives us 3x cube. So this 3x cube is the first term of the quotient. Now we multiply 3x cube with x, we get 3x raised to power 4. 3x cube with minus 1, we get minus 3x cube. Change the signs. Positive ka negative, negative ka positive. Positive, negative gets cancelled out. Minus 4 plus 3 is minus 1x cube. Copy down the terms, minus 3x minus 1. Next is repeated application of the same step. So what we are going to do is highest degree term minus x cube divided by x. As I have told you, we have to take it with their sign. Minus x cube divided by x. Minus x cube divided by x gives us negative x square. So negative x square is our second term in the quotient. Negative x square is our second term in the quotient. What we have to do with this? We have to multiply negative x square with x. Negative x square into x. What it gives? Negative x cube. Negative x square into negative 1. Minus into minus. First put the sign positive. X square into 1 is x square. Now this term was missing, right? I had not put it 0 directly. Now what we have to do? We have first of all to change the sign. And cancel it out. Can we solve these two? There is a term having x square, there is a term having x. We can't solve them. So how do we write them in the downside? We have to write them in decreasing powers of x. So the highest power is square minus x square. So minus x square will come first. Then is minus 3x. And then is minus 1. Right? So this way we are going to write them in the standard form. Next we do the same operation again. Highest degree term divided by the highest degree term. That means that is the highest degree term divided by the highest degree term. Highest degree term of dividend divided by highest degree term of divisor. So it should be minus x square divided by x. It will give us minus x. So this minus x is the third term in the quotient. This negative x is the third term in the quotient. And this negative x will be multiplied with the divisor. So negative x into negative x is negative x. Negative x into positive x is negative x square. Negative x into negative 1 will give us positive x. Change the signs for subtraction. What we get is, cancel them out. Minus 3x minus x. Now this is minus x and this is minus 3x. Minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4x minus 1. Right? So minus 4x minus 1. Now back to step 1. Minus 4x divided by x. Minus 4x divided by x. Minus 4. So this minus 4 will be the next term in our quotient. This minus 4 will be the next term in our quotient. And we'll multiply with this minus 4, x minus 1. So minus 4 into x will give us minus 4x. Minus 4 into minus 1 will give us positive 4. Change the signs. Minus 4x plus 4x, 0. Minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. So that's our remainder. We can write quotient term, quotient polynomial is 3x cube minus x square minus x minus 4. Remainder term is minus 5. And of course, you can verify it by putting x as 1 in the polynomial. That will verify your remainder theorem. Dear students, example number 8 in the textbook is, find the remainder obtained on dividing px equals x cube plus 1 by x plus 1. That means this x plus 1 is a divisor, x cube plus 1 is the dividend. We will do it by both the methods, although we can do it directly by the remainder theorem. but we'll do it by dividing as well as by remainder theorem. When we are putting them in the standard form, x plus 1 is there, it is a divisor. Now this time I am going to put this in decreasing powers of x with zeros in the missing term. So what we will have, x cube plus 0x square plus 0x plus 1. The terms with x square and x were missing, I put 0 with them. Right? In the rough, obtain the same way the table x cube divided by x. You know it gives us x square. X square multiplied with x will give us x cube. X square into positive 1 will give us x square again. Subtract it. Negative x square plus 0x square. Negative x square. Copy down the remaining terms plus 0x plus 1. Now you see the benefit of taking 0. We hadn't to take the terms in the decreasing order of the powers, they automatically come. Right? Now we have negative x square divided by x. Highest degree term divided by highest degree term. Negative x square divided by x. Negative x. So negative x into x. Negative x square. Negative x into positive 1. Negative x into positive 1. Negative x. Change the signs. Now, positive negative cancels. Positive x plus 0x. Positive x plus 0x is positive x. Plus 1 we have. X divided by x. X divided by x is 1. And because it is positive 1, we will multiply with positive 1 x plus 1. We will get x plus 1 as such. We can change the signs. We see both of them are being cut and the remainder comes 0. So the remainder actually here is 0. The remainder here is 0. Can we verify this? For that what we have to put? We have to put gx as 0 or x plus 1 as 0 or x value we are finding as minus 1. Now can we put this x in polynomial px? What was polynomial x cube plus 1? Let us put in place of x minus 1. So what we are getting is p of minus 1 is minus 1 cube plus 1. That is y minus 1 cube odd number power gives us negative. So this way we are able to verify the remainder theorem also in this case. Dear students, example number 9 is find the remainder when this polynomial is divided by x minus 1. As usual, now we know both the methods. So we can use division as well as the remainder theorem. Let us use division first. I will do it little fast because now we have done a lot of questions. So you are very much aware about all the steps. I am just copying it down. What will be the first term in the question? X raised to power 4 divided by x. It should be x cube. Multiply x cube with x raised to power 4. X cube into minus 1 is minus x cube. Don't cancel them. We have to change the sign first. There's quite a common mistake. People cancel it directly. No, please don't. Change the sign first. After that, see if it is cancelled. No, it is not. But this one is cancelled. We can cancel it. 0. X cube plus x cube. We get twice x cube. Minus twice x square plus x plus 1. Right? Highest degree terms divided. Twice x cube divided by x plus twice x square. Right? 2x square into x. Twice x cube. 2x square into minus 1. Minus 2x square. Change the signs first. Don't see they are the same. After changing the sign, if they are cancelling, yes, they are cancelling. Opposite signs, cancel. Opposite signs, cancel. Copy down the remaining. X plus 1. Both of them give us 0. Right? X plus 1. highest degree term divided by highest degree term, x upon x, gives us positive 1. Positive 1 multiplied with x minus 1 gives us x minus 1 as such. Change the signs. What we are getting is 0. And positive 1 is positive 2. That's a remainder. Right? You want to check it by remainder theorem? Check it on. We have x minus 1 put to 0 gives us x equals to 1. Let us find P1. It should be 1 raised to power 4 plus 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 1 plus 1. Check it out how much it gives. This gives 1 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus 1. Right? 1 plus 1 is 2 minus 2. This gives us 0 plus 1 is 2. So we have verified the remainder obtained by dividing as well as by using remainder theorem. Dear students, example 10 of this chapter is check whether the given polynomial gt, that is 4t cube plus 4t square minus t minus 1, is a multiple of twice t plus 1. The other way around, we can say that we have to check whether twice t plus 1 is a factor of gt. Right? How shall we accomplish this? We can do it by either dividing, and when we divide, if the remainder comes 0, then we can say it is a factor, or by using the remainder theorem, if it comes 0, then also we can say it is a factor. Right? First, let us check it by dividing. What we do is twice t plus 1. Twice t plus 1. And 4t cube plus 4t square minus t minus 1. What should be the first step? Standard form they are in? Yes. No term missing. Power 3, 2, 1, 0. Power 1, 0. Divide highest degree term by the highest degree term. 4t cube upon 2t. 4t cube upon 2t. How much? 4 upon 2? 2. T cube upon t? T square. Twice t square is the first term in the quotient. Twice t square multiplied with twice t is 4t cube. Twice t square into positive 1 is plus 2t square. Change the signs. We can cancel these positive and negative, giving 0. 4t square minus twice t square is giving twice t square. Please remember the new sign is to be used. Copy down the remaining minus t minus 1. Right? Twice t square divided by twice t. What we get? 2 upon 2, 1. T square upon t, t. So we are getting only t over here. Right? Multiply this. What we get? 2t into t. Twice t square. T into positive 1. Positive t. Separate. Sign change. Cancel out. Minus t, minus t. Minus twice t, minus 1. Minus twice t upon minus twice t. Minus 2 upon 2. Minus 1. T upon t, 1. So what we are getting is minus 1 over here. Minus 1. Multiply it. What we get? Minus 1 into twice t. Minus twice t. Minus 1 into positive 1. Minus 1. Are we getting them cancelled? Yes, they are getting cancelled. So what is the remainder? Remainder obtained on dividing is 0. Let us apply remainder theorem. What was remainder theorem? Remainder theorem says put the divisor as 0 and obtain its 0. That means we put twice t plus 1 as 0. We obtain t as minus 1 by 2. 1 over this side, negative divided by 2. We have to find the value of the polynomial at minus 1 by 4t cube, that is 4 multiplied minus 1 upon 2 cube, plus 4t square plus 4 into minus 1 upon 2 square, minus t, that is minus 1 upon 2, minus of the term and t negative, then minus 1. Let us solve it out. This should be 4 into minus 1 upon 8. Remember, we have to do the cube first, then we can cancel. We can't cancel 2 and 4. This should be 4 multiplied 1 upon 4, squares are positive. Calculate this as minus into minus plus 1 upon 2 and minus 1. Solve this out. What we get is 2 times minus 1 upon 2. This is plus 1. This is positive 1 upon 2 and negative 1. Are they cancelling out? Yes. Minus 1 upon 2, positive 1 upon 2, positive 1, negative 1. The remainder is 0. So we can say yes, GT is a multiple of twice t plus 1. Or in other words, twice t plus 1 is a factor of the given polynomial in